Hello everyone, welcome to this special edition of This Week in Madden for Week 9. I am your host Z Farrells. We're going to bring in S. Gibbs today. We're going to welcome in all our fans out there from Madden Bible and all the other Madden websites around there. If you're live with us, you can check us out on Twitter at Madden Bible. But we're going to get right into the show. We're going to get some S. Gibbs tips of the week. We're going to talk in the trenches and battle, and we're of course going to recap MLG Anaheim. So if you're with us, stick around because another week of this episode, This Week in Madden, is coming right up now.
Feel that thing that's beating your doggone chest right now? Can you feel it? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field, man? Let's go. I will rip the heart from my enemies to bleed on the ground because he cannot stop me. Come on, I am again here. He could go all the way. Touchdown. These people are running off the mountain. Feel that thing that's beating your doggone chest right now? Can you feel it? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field, man? Let's go. I will rip the heart from my enemies to bleed on the ground because he cannot stop me. Come on, I am again here. He could go all the way.
Welcome back to another edition of This Week in Madden. I am your host Z Farrells, and as always, joined along by my co-partner S. Gibbs 7. How you doing today, S. Gibbs?
Doing well. Nice long day of work. As always, how was your day today? Good?
It was an excellent day. We always talk about a non-Madden type game at the beginning of the show. Last week it was FIFA. This week I'm going to just bring up the quick topic of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare 2. So Gibbs, any thoughts on this game?
Well, I know back in our college days, Farrells, everyone used to play Call of Duty. I remember, going over to our buddies' apartments and playing Call of Duty. I actually wanted to get the game, but I just don't have time to play it. I think some of my current roommates probably will be getting the game. I know you're a big advocate of the game. You think you'll be getting it?
Yeah, I think it's a solid game, guys. If you're out there, you need a little rest from the sports world, or you like to, kill some bad guys and really see what this game's all about, it's worth checking out, if you do want to take off some time for Madden. So Call of Duty 2, it's a game we recommend, and we look to see you on live. But, let's jump right in to our topic today. Our topic are 5 players in Madden who don't rate very high, but of course get the job done on the gridiron. And since that's all that matters, let's jump right in and go in the trenches. S. Gibbs, who do we got today?
First on our list, Farrells, is going to be a guy you should know very well, part of the New York Giants, Ramses Barden. Now, what do you know about him, Farrells?
Well, what I know about Ramses Barden is that he is a wide receiver from California Poly University. He's about 6'6", and he doesn't get any playing time, and it crushes me because the Giants have struggled in the red zone this year, but they have this weapon that they leave on their bench. And basically, when you go to YouTube and you Google Ramses Barden, it is a 6-minute highlight tape of him catching fade passes in college for touchdowns. And you know what? I took a little bit of that to my game and have used him effectively. Gibbs, how do you best use a 6'6" weapon like Ramses Barden?
Well, Ramses Barden, alongside with Eli Manning's great throw accuracy, he's a real big weapon in Madden. He's 6'6", so he can rocket catch any ball. Couple key stats on Ramsey here. He's got 82 speed, 95 jump. Now,
95 jump.
Match that with his 6'6" height. He can get to any ball. He'll outjump any DB on the field. Couple interesting facts also about Ramses here. He has an 80 catch rating. Now, he's a 66 overall. He's got an 80 catch rating, and here's the biggest part about Ramses Barden, why he's so effective. He has an 85 catch in traffic. Now, he's going to go up for the ball, and he's going to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, when you do get that rocket catch animation, Ramses is a guy who will hang on to it for you, especially on the sideline where we like to use it, throw it away from pressure, and have Ramsey go get it for you. Coupled with, a few of the other Giants receivers, they may not be the flashiest bunch, but you're looking at 6 guys who are pretty solid and can really get the job done for you. All right, let's take a look at another guy on the list. We got a guy like, who do you want, Gibbs? Who do you got for me?
I like Pat White right here. Now, Pat White, we have seen him implemented a little bit in the past couple of weeks from the Miami Dolphins, and he actually showed some hot spots last week. Running the option.
Yeah.
They actually got a touchdown. It was a pitch, but it was real effective. Now, Pat White, couple of key stats on him: 87 speed at quarterback. That's clutch. Now, he also boasts a 92 acceleration and a 92 agility. Now, that means he can get around the corner and he can spin move you or juke you to death, and he'll leave you in the dust with his 87 speed. Now, Pat White also probably one of the best mobile quarterbacks in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Just for the fact of the matter that he has great throw accuracy stats all across the board. He's low 70s in short, mid, and deep, and that's really effective if you really want to be able to use him full time.
Yeah, especially with the way that you're going to be using a guy like Pat White. You're going to be using him to get short passes off. You're not going to be looking to go downfield. You're going to bring him in, and the defense is going to creep up to stop the run threat, and you're going to just pop it over. So for what you need to do with Pat White, if you can scheme him effectively, it's an absolute no-brainer to bring him in. Now, if you do want to call in Skype, I do believe that we will be getting a call in just a few minutes. The number is 508-318-5790. Once again, that number, 508-318-5790. We are going to take about a 30-second commercial break and just show some game footage while we pop on the earpieces, and we're going to take a Skype call right when we come back.
That thing that's beating your doggone chest right now. Can you feel it? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field? Let's go. I will rip the heart from my enemies to sleep on the ground because he cannot stop me. Who's on it? I am a champion. He could go all the way. Touchdown. That thing that's beating your doggone chest right now. Can you feel it? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field? Let's go. I will rip the heart from my enemies to sleep on the ground because he cannot stop me. Who's on it? I am a champion. He could go all the way. Touchdown. That thing that's beating your doggone chest right now. Can you feel it? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field? Let's go. I will rip the heart from my enemies to sleep on the ground because he cannot stop me. Who's on it? I am a champion. He could go all the way. Touchdown.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of This Week in Madden. We're going to finish up our top 3 low-rated players who can be real gems in Madden, and then we're going to take a call from Chris on Skype, 508-318-5790, and we're going to help him with his run game. So if Chris will just hang on 1 second, we'll finish the countdown. Gibbs, let's move on to a guy like Jordy Nelson. He's a wide receiver for Green Bay Packers.
All right, Jordy Nelson here. One of my favorites because he was on my EAFL team the past season. Jordy Nelson plays for the Packers, which are one of the best teams actually in the game. They have great defense, they got a great quarterback, and they got a great run game. Jordy Nelson, some of his interesting stats we have here for us. 6'4" in height.
Yeah.
Right, that's good. You wouldn't expect that. I never really knew that until I actually looked it up. He's got 85 speed, 87 acceleration, 87 agility, 87 jump, and he's got a 78 catch. No, not one of those numbers really stands out to me, but the thing that is really important about Jordy Nelson is that he is solid across the table. Now, he may only have a 69 overall rating, but he plays like an 80, 85 receiver.
Yeah, it's interesting. They do have a lot of weapons with Donald Driver, Greg Jennings, and James Jones, all guys who don't really blow off the charts in any specific Madden category. Now, interesting statistic about Jordy Nelson, he was recruited to play defensive back coming into college at Kansas State. He played quarterback and D-back in high school. He ended up going to K-State, played through injuries in his junior season, and absolutely exploded in his senior season. But just a guy who, red shirt, all that stuff. Unheralded, hard worker, ran a 4.47 at the combine, so pretty good speed and definitely an all-around guy. Now let's look at one more guy here. We got 2 guys left on the countdown right before we get to Chris's call. Pat Watkins, one of our all-time favorites. we have a Pro Bowler like Roy Williams on the Cowboys the last couple of years. We would bench him in favor of this guy, Pat Watkins. Gibbs, why do we do something like that?
6'5". It's his dream come true at free safety for the Dallas Cowboys. He is amazing. He will make you make every single user play that there is in the game. His height is like no other. I mean, you're going to be able to get up and defend any receiver on the field. There's even a good chance you might defend Ramses Barden. He's 6'5", and he has 95 jump. He's getting up there. All right?
Oh, yeah, he's a hard hitter, Pat Watkins, no doubt about it. Of course, I believe we do have another Skype call coming in. It's 508-318-5790. We'll take them rapid fire. Right after we get to this number one guy here. Who's that guy, S. Gibbs? Who's our big stud in Madden?
Biggest stud would have to be D'Angelo Hall. Now, he has a little better rating than the rest of the guys that we were talking about on the list. He's 79 overall. But this guy is an absolute beast. He's got 97 speed. He's got 96 acceleration, 95 agility, 78 catch at a DB. He's got 78 catch. And what his best at, I think, 92-man coverage. You can put him out on an island, and he'll make that play. We all know how bad he is in real life.
Yeah.
He can't tackle to save his life.
You could tackle a couple guys on the sidelines last week. But, D'Angelo Hall is a guy, I believe he was the number one player who took a ratings hit from 09 to 10 with the stretched out ratings. I believe he lost 15 points with the game that actually takes into account skill. So D'Angelo Hall, only really a speed guy, but he can cover. So you get him out there with a guy like Carlos Rogers on the Redskins, and the Redskins can do some nice things. So let's take the Skype call. The number once again, 508-318-5790. We do have Chris on the line. Chris, how you doing today? Hey, Chris, do you have a question for us? What's going on, man?
I think Chris might have been lost there, Farles.
All right, Chris, we'll check on the other line. I think we have Corey on Skype. Yeah, let's check him out. Hey, Corey, how you doing? All right, well...
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, my name is Corey, and can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hi, yeah, I'm from Natick, and hello?
Hello.
Oh, hi, I'm really nervous, and I never called in a talk show before.
That's okay. How can we best help you today?
I love you guys. I mean, what you stand for. I go to my job, and I hate it, and I don't know what to do. And when I play Madden, I play Madden, your kids just dominate other players, and I just school. I don't even know what the word it's powerfully owned. Oh yeah, pwned. That's the word I'm looking for. And
all right, how can we best help you today, Corey?
Oh yeah. That's good. I wonder if you wanted to go out to dinner with me and maybe just talk over stuff.
All right, we're gonna move on.
We're gonna move on, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know who Corey is or why he was.
He's
calling.
a big fan of the Madden Bible. It's probably one of the greatest, websites out there. If you're into Madden, if you want to check it out, it is www.maddenbible.com. So we will check it out. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break, but when we come back, S. Gibbs and I are gonna buck horns. We're gonna play a quick game of Madden 10, and we're gonna let you get inside our head and show you what plays we would call in certain situations. So don't go away. Madden Bible coming right up. Me and S. Gibbs are going to go at it. We'll see you in a few.
Feel that thing that's beating your doggone chest right now. Can you feel it? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field? Let's go. I will rip the heart from my enemies with a breathe on the ground. Because he cannot stop me. Who's on it? I am a champion. He turned. Touchdown! These people are running off the mouth. Feel that thing that's beating your doggone chest right now. Can you feel it? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field? Let's go! I will rip the heart from my enemies with a breathe on the ground. Because he cannot stop me. Who's on it? I am a champion. He turned. Touchdown! These people are running off. rip the heart from my enemies, but the freedom on the ground. Because he cannot stop me. Who's on it? I am a champion. He turned,
All right, we are back here with you. We're going to go live into a game of Madden 10. Quick 2-minute quarters. You know, play till halftime. I'll show you what me and Gibbs would do when we're playing against each other. Basically let you get into our minds. It's a good way to learn what the best players do in certain situations. So we're going to bring up the Madden 10 game screen here and check it out. And this will really give you a chance to, you know, let you see what we're going to do. We're going to remove the live set off the background here, and then we're going to hop into a game.
Now, who are you going to pick?
I'm going to just go
with
with
randoms?
I'm going to do it with a random team. I'll get 2 randoms.
L trigger.
And I'll take my suicide pick on my 3rd team and go with the Bucks.
All right, I'll do 1 Seahawks, 2 Lions. Gotta go suicide, right?
Little suicide pick for S. Gibbs here.
No.
Can't go Bucks. Just take the next available. Browns. All right. So we're gonna hop in. Gibbs is gonna run.
I'm gonna run the offense I made.
All right. You're gonna run Detroit. You have it all set up. I do not. I have the pass balance, although I've never really ran it. I'm good enough to play in any situation, whether I like it or not. I think I have a good play out of this. I was experimenting with the outside run. Now, if you want to cut back to us for a second while we load up, Gibbs, the outside run in Madden 10 seems to be a little bit overpowered. I've been struggling to defend it. Do you have any tips for us that we could learn to combat this? I
think the best thing to do in a situation when you're trying to stop the outside run and contain it, in real life, maybe even in Madden too, is you want to kind of contain the outside run, push it towards the middle. Our best tactic to doing that is some type of contain, most likely on our D end.
Yes. I've tried to do that my best, but it just never seems to really work as the way I planned it. You seem to still be able to get outside. The blocking sometimes is pretty intense.
It is.
As always, if you ever win a coin toss in Madden, you always kick the football away. It's an absolute death. It can be the death of you. All right, so of course I picked return middle because that's the best way to get big gains in Madden. So you drag the guy back, and then we do the swivel run, boys. And I might just go to the house live. Oh, I might just go to the house live. Okay. So we're going to pop in. Check out the plays we got here.
Are you going to run? What are you going to come out in? You're running this blind.
I am. This is the first time I have ran this playbook, so don't hold that against me. Of course, there's a quick play clock when you come out early. So let's see what we got here. See what Gibbs is going to be trying to do here. He's going to be trying to pounce it in me. I'm going to be rushing the football. Get big yards, Cadillac. All right, so now my mindset would be 2nd and 1. I have the ability to take a shot with the football. I don't want to run a play that could potentially lose yards, but if I want to be able to go deep here, then I really have the chance.
And on the defensive side of the ball, I know it's 2nd and 1. More than likely, he's going to get the first down. So I'm going to kind of concede the flats. I just don't want to get beat here.
All right, so running a quick little play here. It's my new scheme. See what we got. I got an extra blocker, and I feel there could be some heat coming, so I'm going to see what I got. I'm throw just to the flat. Get the first. Oh, 3rd and inches. So basically on a 3rd and inches play, I'm going to go with a short, probably even just make a sneak. I got a big guy, Byron Leftwich. I'm pretty sure Gibbs can't stop this, so I'm going to do my best. Hike it as quick as I can. I did pick up the first down.
Did you?
Even though he knew what was coming. That's just natural.
You're sticking to this strong close. This is everyone's favorite formation right here, Farles.
I like to learn some things that I pick up online. We're each going to take a drive here.
That's how you stop the outside
so
rush.
Here's what Gibbs did there. We're going to pause the game and give you a little break in. Gibbs was able to sack me before I even could pitch the ball. Of course, it was not a good sight. He had 3 guys lined up. And even before I could get off the ball, I was unable to pitch it. I feel like I could have had big yards there, but of course Gibbs always has the defensive play in mind. He kind of knew what was coming along. So now I'm going to move out of that and head into the gun because I need to kind of pick up some yards here.
You feel comfortable in the shotgun, though?
I do not feel comfortable in the shotgun because I haven't really used this playbook much. But I do kind of have an idea of where I want to go here. I got a feeling that a huge blitz is coming. and I know just how to combat it, I believe. Hit it with a quick pass. Woo! That's a stiff arm.
Touch down.
Now we do have a Skype call. We will be taking those in a little bit. The number is 508-318-5790. That's a play where I knew a lot of heat was coming up the middle. I worked my best to just get the ball right to the outside. Now let's see what Gibbs can do on defense here. I don't quite have my playbook, but it's always good to try out new defenses. So he's obviously going to go return middle here.
Yeah, return middle. We're gonna do the wiggle technique.
I'm going to go left. I'm going to try and pin him in the corner because obviously if he wants to return to the middle.
So what do you do? What I like to do here, I like to bring my runner over here, and push him all the way to the sideline.
And I'm bringing my kicker down and taking up a blocker, and then moving everybody back. Uh-oh. Okay, so I pushed him out. Josh Cribbs, obviously a dangerous return man. Let's see what Gibbs' offense has for us in store today. I'm going to be working off the quarter. It's always my favorite defense. Gibbs has hit a nice screen there, able to shut him down.
I love running the screen. I love having coming out in a play that gives me a quick hitter. This is the really annoying play to stop. I can audible to it real quick. I come out in it. It's a real easy play to hit.
It is tough. It stinks for me because I have to keep an eye out for it, and then he can obviously just switch to a run play with one quick stick of the buttons. You know, he almost just broke that right there because I'm so worried about the outside edge. It's tough for me to defend it all. So definitely a good play. Now you have all these audibles. He's audible into trips. I'm going to audible into zone because of the weight on one side. He's kicking it outside, waiting. I'm going to go up and make a play with Akeem Talib, the second-year man out of Kansas. That's how it's done right there. So let's check out what we got here. It's a 2nd and 10 situation. He has about 2 minutes. He has about a minute till the half. He's going to be trying to move the football since we're just playing until halftime. I'm going to be trying to shut him down. I'm going to be blanketing the field as much as I can, but I'm not going to ever have less than 2 guys deep because I've been burned by that before. Okay. We are going to take a Skype at halftime, which will most likely be the point of the game, where we can take a see what people are doing. I'm going to go stock coverage here and hope Gibbs is going to have trouble beating it. He was able to run a little bit with Derek Anderson. That's all in our Detroit offensive book, which you can find on MaddenBible.com.
That play is amazing. There's not much that stops that play.
That's Derek Anderson with about 8 speed. You put another guy in there, Michael Vick, and you could break it there. So that's all that we have on our website. Check it out. All these audibles here. Gibbs is comfortable moving to these plays. This isn't stressful for him. He's not seeing something he doesn't like. He's seeing something that he does like in waiting for it. I'm going to go get this pick, though. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. He's got 40 seconds to try and move the football. It's 4th and 3. He's got to score here.
I always seem to choke against you, huh?
He does, always. I'm going to try and go with something that covers the flats here, but I also don't want to get beat deep. I know that he's confident that if he sees it, he'll take it, unlike other teams where they won't really. I believe I do know what's coming here, and I'm going to shut it down. All right, he picked it up. That's why it's effective. He's going to take a timeout. He's got 38 seconds to score, if you can't quite see that at home, until halftime. I'm sure he's going to go for 2 if he gets in, and that's kind of what I'm worried about. I'm going to mix up a little man-zone combo here, see what we got. I know what's coming, actually. He's running. No. Oh, got a nice dish. Looking to sit back in some coverage. Big fumble. There it is, baby. That's how it's done, folks. Oh,
no! No! Stop it.
Oh, I'm trying a little fake. Yeah,
man.
baby. And that's how it's done because even though I don't play this game as much as S. Gibbs does anymore, I always rise to the big occasion.
Unbelievable.
I'm always a football player.
Unbelievable.
You know, it's halftime. I can basically take it to the end. We're going to just play a quick video, and we're going to get our Skype earpieces on so we can take a call. And we'll show you S. Gibbs' tip of the week coming right up in the second half here. So that's how it's done, boys. Always go for the hit stick if you have backup. If you have backup, if you notice there. That's how it's all about making user plays. We're going to grab our earpieces. We're going to try and get Chris back on the line.
Feel that? That thing that's beating your doggone chest right now. Can you feel it? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field, man? I will rip the heart from my enemies to bleed on the ground. Because he cannot stop me. Who's on the fire again?
Yep.
Tell him to turn off his thing.
Hey, Chris is on the phone line with us here. He's going to be talking to us on the phone. How you doing today, Chris?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
This is Steve Farrell.
This is him speaking.
That's Z Farles, Chris.
Z Farrell. I'm trying to improve my running game.
Okay,
I
what's
like to play
your
as
playbook?
Minnesota, Adrian Peterson. I'm having trouble breaking it to the outside. I wonder if you have any tips or suggestions for me.
Absolutely. What playbook are you running, Chris?
What was that?
What playbook are you running?
I can't hear you. I'm having a little trouble.
What playbook are you running?
What playbook? I just used the Minnesota playbook.
Okay. Now, we can go in and we can check out the Minnesota playbook here. But right off the bat, the first thing I think of without even looking at the playbook is you should start utilizing the goal line formation. Its main purpose is to pound the rock. Don't feel that you can't go and put goal line in as one of your audibles. You put QB sneak as an audible. That is a quick run right up the middle. It's real tough for the defense to stop. And then our quick audible down for every single goal line formation is the halfback power O. Now that's a run that you can take inside or outside. It's all about following your blocks. If we can get a clip to the game real quick, we could show you what I'm talking about here.
Yeah, we're going to grab the game screen up.
We just got to find a halfback power O.
Basically call this play here. It is in nearly every goal line play. I'm going to call, we'll take a quick timeout. I'm going to call the QB sneak here. I personally have been running this play with Felix Jones, and rather than run the HB sting, I run the power O. So basically, I'm coming out in the dive, but if I quick audible, which is X,
X down. Oh, you're in pass bounce. You're in pass bounce.
Okay.
That's why.
But basically, running the ball, it just gives you a pretty solid play. Let's take a look at the power O.
Should be an I form normal, Farles. It's not in this formation.
It's not in the.
It's a pass bounce, so it's not in this one.
Okay.
Go to I form. Yep, there should be one in there. Should be.
Looks like we got the stretch play. But even getting the ball to the outside, this is the play I was running earlier. It's probably the best, most effective play. It's been gash me. It's this quick toss play. Blocking's absolutely tremendous. Now, if Gibbs is going to try and nail me up the middle here, and I pull on the left trigger, it will still pitch the ball. So that was a little play I was going to save for him. But definitely the blocking on this play.
Now that's how you get out on the outside. Oh, ho, ho. Now I can show you here, Chris. I'll show you the halfback power O. What I'm talking about.
He won't even go for the touchdown to try and tie it with 11 seconds left because he's a nice guy. But maybe he will break it. Who knows?
All right. So what I do here is I come out in QB sneak.
I have a lot of trouble defending the outside run. But I'm going to play some contain here and see what I can do.
So we come out in QB sneak, and the first thing we want to do is we audible it. There's the halfback power O. Now what I like to do is I like to flip it, keep this guy here, motion him over, and then you follow your block. And if he gets outside, now if that was Adrian Peterson, better chance of he getting outside. I probably should have taken it up the middle. Let's go back to the replay. All you have to do is really just watch where the blocks, where they are. Now I should have cut that up the middle there. I should have taken where the hole was. If you look right there. Right here, the hole might have been right there. Outside was there. Our guy didn't make the block. You can see he's kind of dancing around there, but outside was open too. This is just a great play. We'll run it again, see if we can get some luck on it.
Trust me, with a guy, if they are bringing heat up the middle, that's primarily where a lot of pressure comes because the A-gap's fairly weak in this year's game. You're definitely able to get to the outside, especially with a guy as potent as an Adrian Peterson or Felix Jones, you know?
All right,
very
so show it
dangerous
again here.
See, I jammed up the middle there.
Get outside. Call timeout. So that's one way we like to get outside is with the halfback power row. Now keep in mind too, anytime you're playing, you want to be able to consistently attack the field from all different angles. That way, so if I come out in this, I'm audibling to all my different formations. It's going to be a lot easier for me to hit the outside run opposed to if I just come out and just try and run the ball the entire game. It'll be a little easier for the defense to hone in on exactly what I'm trying to do. So let's see if we can get something going here. He's probably bringing pressure up the middle, or going to try to bring pressure up the middle.
I think you're going to try and score a touchdown to even up the score, so I'm going to place him back. But if I know you, I'm going to get the pick here, though. And probably going to try and bring it back. So naturally, I intercept Gibbons twice because he's a choke artist. But if you want to bring us back on here, one thing that I personally don't like about the outside run is that you can technically lose yardage. But I would say in this year's Madden, it's been more effective than ever. The blocks seem to hold really well. You get good suction on the outside. So don't be afraid to hit it up. And
right.
Definitely with the fast runner like Adrian Peterson, Felix Jones, all these guys that we run the football with, you're going to be getting some tremendous gains. So don't shy away from it. It's not just a fullback dive anymore. In Madden 10, you can pound the ball outside. So the power row is one of the tools that can do that. Now, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back in just a few minutes.
Feel that thing that's beating your doggone chest right now. Can you feel it? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field? Let's go. I will rip your heart from my enemies to the cream on the ground. Because he cannot stop me. Who's on it? I am a champion. He could go all the way. Touchdown. These people are running off the mouth. Feel that thing.
We're going to be just bringing it back into practice mode if you want to grab up the full screen of the Madden. We're going to give you S. Gibbs tip of the week right now. And since I have personally been struggling to stop the outside run, we are going to show you how to stop it. Gibbs has a blitz where the B gap is tremendously vulnerable in this blitz. And then you work that in combination with the containment, which keeps you on the outside. So we're going to grab it up. We're going to head into practice mode. We'll show you how to stop the outside run. This quick toss play that I was running out of the pass balance absolutely gashed me. Very tough for me to stop. Not sure why I had so much trouble with it, but we will take out his Vikings for a spin so that if you don't effectively stop it, I will be able to run it all over you. Bring it up so I can just grab the Detroit playbook, which once again we do sell on our site. It's a fantastic playbook, a full scheme, just how to run every play out of it and effectively be confident. So if you want to bring us back split screen here, Gibbs is going to show us. Gibbs, can you give us what formation you're going to be using today?
Well, I don't really want to key in on a specific formation. It's more about the actual specific routes or the specific playmakers that we actually want to key in on. Really, the same concept works out of any formation. It's more about the concept than it is formation.
That's what Madden Bible is all about, right?
Absolutely. The formation will enhance it depending on what we're using, but ultimately it comes down to the concept. And we're going to teach you the best way to stop the run, period. Whether it's the middle, whether it's outside, left, right, doesn't matter. We'll be able to show you how to stop it here.
All right, well, let's hop right in. Should I run that goal line play?
Yeah, let's take it for a spin.
Yeah, the power row is tremendous. One thing I really like about the power row play that we were talking about is it rarely gets blown up in the backfield because you have the ability to cut so early in it. It's definitely a tremendous advantage.
Now, the formation I like to use primarily is the 4-4, but that playbook, that formation I don't have in this specific defensive playbook. So what I use the 4-6. It's very similar to the 4-4. So here we are, we audible down to our 4-6, and we see a cover 4. Now what I like to do, this is just a base play. It gives me the ability to audible to my cover 2, a straight man, and a cover 3. That just gives me a lot of flexibility. I love having the flexibility of a cover 4, cover 3, and a cover 2 in almost every formation I use. So first off the bat, what we're going to do is we take our D lineman here, which is Sensabaugh, because we're audibling down. We take him, and we're going to blitz him straight down. Click off of him, let him go back to his spot. We take our inside linebacker here, who is on the yellow zone, and we're going to blitz him straight down right here. Our next spot here is going to be to Allen Rossum. We're going to blitz him down this spot. And what I like to do to stop the outside run, because we always want to talk about containing it, think DN contain. So we're going to take our DN here, place him on a DN contain, go to this side, place our other DN on a DN contain, and I like to keep our DBs on the outside here because they should keep good containment as well. And then here's our coverage. Now this is if we just a complete, even if they don't run the ball, they pass, there's a good chance they're going to get sacked, Farles. Now, we'd still maintain good coverage. Flats are covered. We got good coverage in the deep. We want to make sure we try and use her in the middle here and also look to help in the run game. So call the play. Let's see what we can do to stop it. Now, there we go.
Was able to cut up the middle a little bit right there. Definitely would have been better suited, I think, if I had tried to run to the left. You did have a real shot at me right there. Rather than cut it outside, which I saw that guy going to contain, if you see the right D end, I would rather break it outside, but he was going looping out to D end contain. I just picked up my block, and with a guy like Adrian Peterson, that's going to be money every time. So let's have Gibbs see if he can set this play up in 7 seconds for all the haters out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's basically all the time that you need and / have to... Wow, Adrian Peterson's an absolute monster.
Apparently don't listen to us.
Basically, that's 7 seconds is how much time you have for the camera to spin around an online play. So 7 seconds will give you all the setup you need. Basically, having a little luck here. And this is what I'm talking about with that power PA, the power play for the guy, Chris, who called in earlier for us. Definitely helps you get nice with your run game. And now one other thing that I'd like to point out here is when I know I'm going to run the football, rather than have a guy leak out to the flats like the fullback, I keep in a blocking fullback, such as we have in right now. If not, I would have a guy like Chester Taylor in there who's more of a running threat, less of a blocker, and can probably catch a little better than the fullback that we have in right now. But yeah, I mean, tough to get yards, easy to get yards with Adrian Peterson, but people will shy away from the running game, and if you're going to stack the line like that, I'd be silly not to pass, basically. So
really, what I want to key in on is though that the outside run would be stopped out. I mean, I don't want you to follow your block here. Obviously, we see the middle is open there.
Yeah.
I want you to just try and bounce it outside.
All right, and that's a natural problem that a lot of Madden runners have. They think that the outside's going to give them more daylight, and they end up running for losses. So basically, yeah, if I'm going to try and go outside. It's not there. With that DN looping, that's something that I haven't really been keying in on, so something that I'll be definitely looking to have more of later. So, I mean, this play, although it looks complicated, the setup's very quick. It will be posted tomorrow on Madden Bible if you want to check it out. Basically, I cannot get outside. Even there, I got nothing. But Adrian Peterson doesn't go down, huh?
No, he doesn't.
What an advantage. What an advantage of using a good runner like that. I mean, you got to live in Minnesota most of your life to justify it, but you do get to use a pretty good running back.
All right.
Oh. Wow. I mean, yeah, there's
nothing
nothing to do
down.
about that, but we'll show you one more setup here, and then we will go to our NFL pick segment after a short commercial. If anybody has any Skype questions, number is 508-318-5790. Once again, that's 508-318-5790. Yeah.
And it also goes to show you how great of a running play that is, too. I mean,
the power O is fantastic. I just love that it rarely gets blown up in the backfield. That quick toss play, that is its one fault.
our DN did get out there to contain it.
Yeah, he was there.
Peterson just...
And since I started to go early, the fullback did go out rather than up the middle. If I had started to go more up the middle, then the fullback would go that way as well, leaving the outside vulnerable.
Can't seem to get him there.
He is insane,
Jesus.
man.
He will not go down.
He is nuts. All right, last setup here.
Try something. We'll try goal line here, Farles. All right. Take it in, fella.
AP, I'm taking it all the way, baby. Just my day, just my day. The live stream. But basically, if you want the real setup, we'll throw it on there. Don't forget the D-line contain. And one other thing that we've also done here is we have a lot of we have a lot of smaller guys in the field, a lot of DNs. So if you're truly stressed about really stopping the run and you know it's going to be a run, definitely bring in more beef on the field, you know what I mean? By bringing in more D tackles and stuff like that. Yeah, he is a man-child.
There's nothing you can do to take him down.
No.
Nothing.
And that's one of the things
I think
that
I hit him
audibling
5
down.
times.
That's one of the things that
It's true.
audibling down does hurt you with. So, if we were to call another play here, we would probably go with a nickel and then audible down from that, rather than the quarter, which has you got Sensabaugh playing D tackle for you, and Rossum.
Yeah,
Rossum is only a 37 overall at cornerback, which is pathetic. So he does take a mean rating set.
They just won't make. They will not tackle
Wow,
him.
Adrian Peterson is a man possessed.
So moral of the story.
Doing a little Brandon Stokely here.
Moral of the story is do not audible down when you're playing Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, basically.
We just
that's
learned
a
that
good
live.
thing.
We just learned that
Yeah,
live.
if a guy's going to try and pound the rock and really press the issue, you know what? Bring it on. Bring it on, because you can't be hurt by the passing game. So definitely keep more beef in on the field. Lots of D tackles. A team like the New York Giants, where you can line up Justin Tuck, Matthias Kiwanuka, Fred Robbins, Barry Cofield, Chris Canty, and OC, all across the line right there. A little 5-2, 6-man front. With
Silly.
guys coming off the edge, you're not going to be getting to the edge with that. You're going to have athletic guys containing that are meant to be there, not Allen Rossum, who is a 37 overall and just there for a return. So
Right.
we are going to take a quick commercial break, and of course, our offshore man, Patrick, will be coming right back with all the NFL lines. Me and him are going to go head-to-head, and Gibbs is going to give us the line. So it should be a fantastic break, and we'll be back in just 1 minute.
Feel that thing that's beating your doggone chest right now. Can you feel it? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field? Let's go.
I will rip the heart from my enemies with the freedom on the ground, because he cannot stop me. Who's on it? I am a champion.
He could go all the way. Touchdown. These people are running off the mountain. Feel that thing that's beating your doggone chest right now. Can you feel it? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field? Let's go.
I will rip the heart from my enemies with the freedom on the ground, because he cannot stop me. Who's on it? I am a champion.
He could go all the way. Touchdown. These people are running off the mountain. Feel that thing that's beating your doggone chest right now. Can you feel it? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field? Let's go.
I will rip the heart from my enemies with the freedom on the ground, because he cannot stop me. Who's on it? I am a champion.
He could go all the way. Touchdown. These people are running off the mountain. Feel that thing that's beating your doggone chest right now.
And welcome back, and we have Patrick on the set, always an off-floor location here. He's going to give us our picks. Patrick?
How you guys doing?
Doing pretty well today, Patrick. Things are going well.
And first, we'll get right into the action here, fellas. First, we have the Bears at Niners, and we have the Niners giving 3. Who do you like?
Definitely like the Niners are playing right now. They are up 7-0. Jay Cutler's throwing his first pick. That was run back to about the 10. Frank Gore, one rush right up the middle. Scored a touchdown, 7-0 Niners.
Gibbs is definitely a Frank Gore guy as far as fantasy leagues go, but yeah, I didn't actually see that game start up because we've been on the set, but definitely Niners would have been somebody that I would have liked. Nah, I can't say that. Bears are a crazy identity team, but watch that game and enjoy it. Gibbs, let's get the next pick here.
Next, we have Maurice Jones-Drew and the Jacksonville Jaguars up against the Jets. Now, this game is at the Meadowlands. The Jets are giving 6.5. Who do we like here, fellas?
I like the Jaguars. If you look at the way they've played in these types of games where they're being given almost a touchdown, they're generally right in that game. And the Jets, the way they've been struggling, I like them to run the football. Points are going to be at a premium. You're probably looking at a 17-14 game, 17-13. I think the Jets win this game, but give me the 6.5 with Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'm never one of those guys who bought into the hype with the Jets. I've always overbought into the hype with the Jaguars, but I'll ride them out until it's over. David Garrard, he's been playing solid enough. Never gets really a lot of credit he deserves. Pretty accurate, and I expect him to go into the Meadowlands, and I want Jack Del Rio to keep his job and just give up a fight. So take the Jags.
Our next game is pretty interesting here. We have the Denver Broncos, who have been kind of magic has been running out, at the Washington Redskins, the dreadful Washington Redskins, who are plus 3.5 in this one. Patrick, who do you like?
Plus 3.5 at home. I like the Redskins. I told you to pick the Redskins last week against Atlanta with all those points, and it was there until the last couple minutes, and a couple of controversial calls let that get away. But I like the Redskins at home. This is where the wheels are going to come off the bus for Denver. Offensively, they've been struggling. Defensively, they're still really good, but so is Washington. There's probably not going to be 25 points total in this game. Again, with those points, I'll take the home team.
Nah, no thanks, not for me, Patrick. This is one of those games that if you were trying to set the line yourself in your own mind, I would have thought that it would have been a lot more in the favor of the Broncos. Even though they've struggled, they've proved that they're a good team. They were 6-0. Redskins are just
beat up offensively.
They're miserable. Yeah, but they're miserable. They're miserable. The Redskins are miserable, and
so if Tampa Bay, they got that home win last week.
They're miserable. Give it to me all day. Give me the non-Redskins, baby.
All right, next on our list, a very intriguing game. We have the Cincinnati Bengals, Chad Ochocinco, who just declared today that he wants to fight in the UFC, plus 7 at Heinz Field with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Patrick, what do you think about that?
Don't enter the UFC, Chad Ochocinco. You will get killed. But with 7 points, you have to go Cincinnati. This is going to be a tight game. It's one of those games where I wouldn't be shocked if this is tight the whole way through and then Pittsburgh pulls away late. But if you're going to give me 7 points to Cincinnati, they've already beat Pittsburgh once this year. They've beaten Baltimore twice in those tough games. 7 points. And if you look at the way they're both playing, you got to go Cincinnati.
Yeah, this is a game where we have Pittsburgh as a 3-point favorite here. When they came out, maybe, or at least that's what we have on the slide. And Cincinnati's a team that has earned a lot of respect. Pittsburgh, when they win, most of the time they did, where they were able to conquer the Broncos by a pretty good margin, but they play ugly. They win ugly, so it's going to be close. And Cincinnati's a team that can really smash it around up in that AFC division with
they stop the run real
with
well.
the Ravens, with the Steelers. So I expect a smash mouth game that's going to be close. 3, I'd think about it, but 7, come on, respect the Bengals at least until they prove they cannot be trusted.
Up next, we have the Terrell Owens Buffalo Bills, 6.5 favorites here at the Tennessee Titans. Vince Young just wins. Now, if you're going to go with the points here, are you going to go with Tennessee or are you going to go with Buffalo?
This
what
is
do
a
you think,
game.
Patrick?
This is a game offhand. When you look at it, you say, "Oh, that's a lot of points for these two crap teams." And in games like that, you have to take whoever's getting the points. But here, I don't think so. Buffalo's been struggling offensively. They do have Trent Edwards coming back. But the Titans are rolling, man, and they're playing for something. It's not the playoffs because they won't make it, but I'd go with Tennessee at home.
Yeah, absolutely. Tennessee's a team that just wins football games with Vince Young as their quarterback, and it's shocking to see. But Buffalo, you're going to have any sign of life. You're going to be a professional football team getting points. If you want to be real, this is the week where I'm going to take you and either ride you for a little while or watch you and see if you are just going to fold this season. But you're a real football team. Tennessee, you are what you are. You started out 0-6, and I'm going to take the Bills here.
Okay. Next on our list, we have the Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings. We have the Vikings, 17 points here. How do you feel about that?
Here's the reason for this line is, basically you get the 3 points since it is at the Metrodome, and then, it's about a 13, 14-point game that way. If it was the Vikings and the Rams, I would take the Vikings at 17, but since Detroit can score a little bit, it's a lot. It's a whole lot of points. In the NFL, in the Vikings, I think they had a bye week, but give me Detroit.
Yeah, I don't care if they were playing Natick High. 17 points, that's a lot of points. And the one thing that Detroit does well, when you look at these games that are of 15 and greater, are they a trench team? And Detroit is. They're not a very good overall team, but they are good in the trenches. And what that equates to is ball control and pretty good play at the line of scrimmage, which no team is really going to be able to break away and score enough points to win by 17. That's the way it usually goes, so you have to go Detroit here with 17 points.
All right, next on our list we have another dome game. We have the New Orleans Saints at the St. Louis Rams, and we have the Saints with 13.5 here. That's another interesting game. What do you think, Pat?
My heart tells me I want to pick the Rams here, upset city, but that's not the brainy pick. It's only 2 touchdowns. Drew Brees, if you look at it, they've been getting progressively worse or having a lot closer games the last few weeks, and here you could see a game that gets away from them if the Rams can step up. But if you're going to lay money down, you definitely got to go with Drew Brees cover. It's 2 touchdowns. They'll probably score 40 points in this game. Hopefully they just show up defensively.
Yeah, they really have been scoring a tremendous amount this season. If it was switched and it was 17 points, I would take the Rams. And if it was only 13 for Detroit, I would take the Vikings. But since it is what it is, I'm going to take the Saints to cover. Rams, you cannot score. Steven Jackson's been moving, but he only has 1 touchdown. There's a reason for that. And I expect them to just put up some serious points and cover.
Division matchup up next with the Atlanta Falcons at Carolina Panthers. Panthers need a win here. They're given 1.5 here. Who do you like?
I'm going to take this one real quick and just let it be known that the Panthers are back. They are being furious. The Falcons, I've picked them the last couple weeks, and they haven't been doing it for me. So, Carolina, I'm all about you. You're my Super Bowl pick on Madden Bible Week 1. It was pathetic. It's still pathetic. To home, you're miserable. But you got to win this one for me. It's in Carolina. Let's go.
And speaking of being on the bandwagon, I told everyone to go with Carolina last week with the 14 points against the Saints, and that turned out pretty well. This is the biggest game of the year for Carolina. If they win this game, they are right in the hunt. They're 2 games back of Atlanta for what would be that last wild card spot, and a game back of Green Bay as it stands, who's playing the Cowboys. So if you're looking at if they lose and Carolina can win this game, they are right there. And at home, being given points, got to go with Carolina. I think they could be a better football team, but again, the record doesn't show it.
All right, up next we have the Bucks at Miami Dolphins. Dolphins getting 10 here. Who do you like?
Bucks. I mean, give it to. I told you to pick them last week against Green Bay with those points. Again, they've got enough good team speed, and these teams match up really well. This you'd think would be a 13-point game. It's only a 10 game because it's probably going to be a low-scoring drudge match game. So if you get whoever is getting points here, you got to take 10. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm a guy who loves to see when Miami gets 10 points because I know that I'm taking them that week because they do play a good brand of football. But when they're given 10, they're not just equipped to do something like that. The Bucks have been playing great football, as well as the Bucks can play great football. They won a game last week. Josh Freeman proved that, he can do it for the time being, and we'll see where his career goes. But, it was an impressive first start for him, and gotta just take the Bucks while they're winning.
Might have been the uniforms. I don't know.
They're beautiful.
Next game might be the worst game in the entire NFL season. We have the Kansas City Chiefs without Larry Johnson at the Oakland Raiders, with the Oakland Raiders -1.5 here. What do you like, guys?
I'll take the home team -1.5 and move on. I got nothing to say about this garbage. Both of these franchises should be sold, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm gonna take the Raiders real quick and just pray for a Jamal Charles big day for my own terms. But I would never bet on this, never watch this. I don't bet anyway, but I'd never just deal with this garbage. I will try and block that TV from my DirecTV. It's disgusting.
Up next, we have a favorable game here, I would think. We have Seattle at Arizona. Arizona only -9 here.
I'll take them. I'll take them -2 touchdowns. Seattle's a bad team, very consistent, terrible on the road. And Arizona's about to start clicking. This is when real teams start playing in November. If you're a real team, you went to the Super Bowl last year. Now's the time to show it against a bad team at home. Definitely -9. I'll take them.
Yeah, I gotta like the -9 here, and that's pretty much all I got to say. He pretty much said everything. That was, -9. Sounds good.
Next up, we have a big game with Dallas Cowboys -3 at the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field. Is that going to make a factor in this, Patrick?
I don't know. I do know one thing, though, and that is the Packers are +10 in turnovers this year. It's one of the best differentials in football, and the Cowboys are known to sometimes turn the ball over. People want to ride the Cowboys right now because they're playing real well, and they're at 6-2. Green Bay lost last week to Tampa Bay. That was a letdown game because they lost to Minnesota the week before that. Both of these teams in top 10 offensively. The difference is Green Bay is in the top 10 in every major statistic, defensively too. The Cowboys are not. At home, I like Green Bay, especially +3.
I'm that guy who's going to do it. Dallas has been hot, playing some good football. I got to do it, Green Bay, you're about to get sacked about 6 times by DeMarcus Ware. He's got to get that average up, and it's coming this week. Hopefully you can stop it. Let's go.
All right, up next we have the Philadelphia Eagles playing at the San Diego Superchargers. Chargers at -2.5 here.
And I like Philly again. We just talked about turnover differential. The Eagles are at 11. Ton of sacks, ton of picks. They can definitely turn the ball over against Phillip Rivers. Will be taking chances downfield to Jackson. So I like Philly. They're a better overall football team, and they're being given points. So I will take them.
I would agree with you there. No doubt about it. Philly is capable of laying an egg, but if they play their best game, you got to take them there. That's the Giants' last 2 opponents that are playing this week, and looking at who played who better and how I think they'll play against each other, Philly's just about all you can eat right there. So, like the Eagles down in Qualcomm.
Our next game on the list here, not even sure if anybody even cares if anyone else shows up other than Tom Brady, playing against Peyton Manning. We have the Colts here -3. What do you think about that?
It's game of the week. I mean, it's Sunday Night Football. I'm going to pick the Pats because I never do not pick the Pats. The spread's 3. I like them. I think they're a better football team than the Colts. Defensively, the Colts are too banged up. It's going to be a shootout, obviously, so I'll take the team that's healthier defensively. And I think now you're really going to see the reason why Belichick's been holding back with showing a lot of formations that I've been waiting for since week 3 and you haven't seen with the blitzing. I think you'll see it in this game.
Bob Sanders playing this game?
No, he's out for the season. Just about everybody else. Marlon Jackson. I'm a big proponent of the injured Bob Sanders. As you know, I've made my point quite clear that I think he's a little overrated. He never seems to play, so I don't know how he could be so good.
The last time he played?
Yeah, he played about 1 week this season. Had an interception, but that's about it. Patrick, you don't know this, but he's wearing long sleeves, but he has a tattoo that says Boston on his arm.
Beantown.
And Beantown. And basically, that means he's a New England Patriots homer.
I'm a homer.
He's waiting for that Bill Belichick genius to come out. But you know what combats a little Bill Belichick genius? A little Peyton Manning genius at the line, doing a little this, a little this. Maybe he'll even snorkel down right before he throws a touchdown. Reggie Wayne, maybe. I don't know. Joseph Adai. Those are my fantasy hopes. But Austin Coley, Pierre Garcon, you know what? People don't know your name, but they're starting to, and there's a reason for that. They're both banged up in the secondary. Shootout, like you said. It's in the dome, baby. Give me the Colts. Give me the Colts.
All right, last game on our list, we have the Baltimore Ravens -10.5 at the dreadful Cleveland Browns.
I mean, is Mangini going to be fired before Monday? A good chance he's fired this weekend. I mean, the way it's going. Just take Baltimore. I don't care what the line is. Cleveland's just so bad. They'll probably score a field goal, maybe 2. Joe Flacco and company are going to put up some points and probably win by more than 10.5.
Yeah, I mean, who schedules these games? It's ugly. Cleveland's a team that you do not want to watch. I've seen them numerous times with the DirecTV package, and there's nothing good there, no beef. And basically, Ravens need this win. They need to bounce back, get back on track, and what better than Cleveland? Cleveland, you know what I call them? They're just what the doctor ordered. So,
are they going to even score? They're
going to get blanked. Ravens D? Probably not. Literally, it's terrible. You bring in Derek Anderson for the second half of your game, he throws 3 interceptions, and then you give him the starting job. Hello? Anybody home?
There's a conspiracy, I'm telling you. They don't want to pay out Brady Quinn for playing
I think he could
snaps.
be coming back a little bit this week.
Yeah,
I think he's reached that area where he can't get really no matter where he goes, so you know what? He can wear all the muscle shirts he wants and drink all the protein shakes in the world, but there's nothing that's going to happen when Ray Lewis and Ed Reed come your way, so give me it.
All right, that wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Farles.
That's basically all the time we have for this week's show. So if you enjoyed this week's Skypes, hit us up with a message on maddenbible.com. Make sure you check out the articles tomorrow to learn how to set up that defense. If you have any comments, you can tweet us at Madden Bible. Maybe get ready to call on the show next week. The number's 508-318-5790. And we'll be back next Thursday. Tip of the week, all that jazz.
What's coming up? What do we got ready?
Oh, actually, if we can grab it, we have our producer Eric with a Jets book in the studio there. We're going to see if he can bring it out. All the pages for the New York Jets D-book are ready. Gibbs promised it would be ready Friday.
Already.
I will be slaving over it this weekend to make sure. This is Eric.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you
very much. New York Jets D, baby. It's going to retail. You know, if you bought the Detroit guide, you were entitled to this book.
1
for $9.99.
Two.
There's not one page of
3
defensive books. 2, 3. It's literally packed with plays.
Look
Out
at the
of
writing.
every formation.
Look at the writing.
Look how much text is on that. This isn't just basically
It's
set
not
up
filler.
a play.
That's not filler, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
that's a lot.
That's going to
That's
teach
a
you.
lot.
That's going to teach
That's
you,
a
ladies and gentlemen.
tremendous amount of plays. If you want this, just check out the
just
site.
want it.
That's ridiculous
You
amount
need
of
it.
writing.
You need it.
And look how many there are. I won't even go because I don't want to pick them all up, but there is literally a ton of pages with all that stuff. Check it out, MaddenBible.com. Send us an email at MaddenBible@gmail. We'll give you the free preview, which shows you basically what's in there. And it'll be coming out. You know you're entitled to it if you bought the Detroit book for $10. And if not, we're still going to run a great week for it. Maybe even a special where you can get both if you've seen it and you like what we do. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. And we'll see you next week.
Sign up at the forums.
Yeah, sign up at the forums, www.tinyurl.com/mbforums. Or just go to Madden Bible's homepage and click on the forums tab. Sign up, get active in the conversation. Gibbs and I are on there answering all your questions. And it's just a great place to be. So we'll see you next week. Thank you.